Here.
Commissioner Erickson Gall. Here. Commissioner Smith Charles is in the building. Commissioner Spiz. Commissioner Taylor.
Here.
Commissioner Long.
Here.
Commissioner Marco.
Here.
You have quorum.
Great. Okay, let's all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we have approval of the previous minutes. I'll take a motion. I'll support. Commissioner Taylor, Commissioner Long. All in favor of approving the previous minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next is the approval of today's agenda. Do we have anything to add or subtract from today's agenda? Moved by Commissioner Long, supported by Commissioner Taylor to approve today's agenda. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Next, we have our first public comment for any topic on today's agenda. So come to the end. We'll start. Tell us your name and where you're from.
Hi, my name is Margaret Gupta. I'm from Oakland Township. Thank you so much. Still morning. On the finance agenda, there's going to be regarding information about the IT department. The IT department has contracts that they're going to discuss, typically 4 of them, and it's about the operating systems. The biggest consumer of the technology and use of computers is the court system. That is something that is very important to me because the use of Zoom has been used as a tool to rig court case outcomes, remove almost 90 of my statements from 4 Zoom hearing records, and not one judge, not one court clerk, county clerk, court judge from even the Michigan Supreme Court, appellate court judge, nobody will investigate. In fact, the state court administrative offices said they do not make any file number, record number, or case number for any complaints that are filed against the judiciary. And Mary Ann Jurgi from Senior Corporate Counsel, along with Nicole Tabin and Aaron Thomas and Sloan Phillips, they do know about this since September of 2023. And they said, Attorney Mary Ann Jurgi told me in December, your case is closed. And my question is, what's the case number? Right? I would like this board to go in and have a thorough and deliberate evaluation process of the contracts that they will be presenting today, 4 of them. I would like you to know what part of the operating system are they allowing the court judges to commit felonious and criminal acts of altering court records, altering the transcripts, removing statements from the records, and not having to investigate. I would like to know what the security and the safeguard systems are to preserve and protect court records. It should not be used to be rigging court case outcome and hide the corruption. I hope there's some kind of strategic discussion regarding the safety of the court system when it preserves court records, and when their court, like the county clerk, court clerk, judges, their staff, court administration, are using these operating systems to do whatever they want. I appreciate your time. I hope to see there's good discussion on it.
Thank you. Anybody else to speak in public comment at this time? Seeing no one, I'll close our first public comment and we'll move on to communications. Item 7A is the investment report first quarter fiscal year 2026, and item B is delinquent tax revolving fund report first quarter FY 2026.
Move A and B to receive and file.
Moved by Commissioner Long on A and B to receive and file. Supported by Commissioner Erickson Gall. Any discussion on either of those items? Seeing none, let's prompt the vote.
You have 6 yeas and 0 nays.
Excellent, okay. Next, we have item 8, departmental recommendations, and the first one is appointment of Alicia Williams as the Chief Procurement Officer. Need a motion? So Commissioner Taylor, supported by Commissioner Smith Charles. You wanna tell us what we need to know here? Welcome.
Hi, Cheryl Johnson, Deputy CFO, flying by my pants today. So this is Alicia Williams. She was serving under Aaron Wagner. Aaron Wagner has left. And the resolution before you is to officially appoint her as the procurement officer? Chief Procurement Officer.
Okay,
You get no point.
we will open the floor. If anybody has any comments or questions, Commissioner Spiz, followed by
Thank you, Manager.
Commissioner
I don't have
Powell.
any questions, but thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Looking at your resume, I'm excited and happy because you have automotive experience, which I'm biased for, so I think you're a good addition to this position, so
Thank you.
Commissioner Powell.
And I have had the pleasure of working with Ms. Williams, and I'm just excited that I've seen you work, second in that position. So I am so excited that you got this promotion, well deserved.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to put that on there. Huh? Which was
Commissioner Smith Charles.
Thank you. I was going to highlight, first off, I just wanted to check with you, the green and white nails. Is it because of the county of Oakland or something else?
It's for the county.
I was hoping she was gonna say Michigan State basketball.
Are you up?
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. And then the other thing was, I do
I'm doing
remember,
fine without you, just.
You know what, I hear that every day.
don't muck it up.
And some people would be glad to see me leave.
It's just that since I got here, and I know before I got here, others have been chomping away at the bit, but procurement is really important to me, especially as we find our way into a modernized, nimble way of procuring, because since my time here, which is just a drop in the bucket compared to others, it's always been, oh, they know our buildings, so we let them keep doing our buildings, or, oh, they know this, so let's keep them, and I just feel like that's awful, an awful practice when there are women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses. I do understand legally certain things that maybe you're not able to really get into when you're procuring, but it's important that we really look at this from a new lens, and so you've got on lenses, so I'm certain that you're gonna do a great job. Thank you.
I just, on that issue, just reflect, I mean, she has been the front line on the Pontiac redevelopment project, addressing those issues. So from my perspective, it's been very helpful, at least she's aware.
change my position.
Stop that, stop
I know, I was like, oh gosh.
I'll stop.
See, you would have been better.
Let's get the vote in.
Anyway,
Alright.
all right.
Okay.
We're very excited to
Okay,
have her.
so, I guess we'll go ahead and prompt the vote on item 8A.
We have 70 yeas and 0 nays.
Okay,
Welcome.
welcome.
You've already been welcome, but welcome
Yeah.
to your new position.
Okay. Next up is item 8B, which I understand is the same group.
Yep.
Exception to purchasing policy extensions beyond 5-year term with Unicom Systems Incorporated, Computer Technologies USA LLC, Precisely Software Incorporated, Insight Public Sector Incorporated, and Marsh and McClellan Agency LLC Company. I have a motion. Commissioner Taylor, supported by Commissioner Erickson Galt. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So I have before you today, so there's 4 IT requests that are related to the support of the mainframe computer systems that we have right now. And Lindsay is here, can kind of give us a little bit more detail into them, but until we change our system, we do need to extend these 4 agreements that we have before you today, to keep, really for the courts, that use it the most at this point.
So Monty Logan, Director of Infrastructure Services at the county. And before you are 4 agreements that we currently use to keep the mainframe up. And I'm happy to walk through each of these, but collectively, one is the hosting agreement that allows us to continue to have a service provider provide the mainframe service. So that's really the big part. And then we have the underlying operating system license. So that would be the Broadcom mainframe product. And then there's a fault analysis tool that we use. So if we have a problem on the mainframe, that allows us to be able to recover the mainframe. And then lastly, there's one that manages the data sets. So those all kind of go as part of a package, a bundle. So that's what we're asking to renew. Currently, Courts is the largest consumer of the mainframe at the county, not the only one, but they are the largest consumer of that service. And so those are the agreements we're looking to extend.
Thank you. Commissioner Long had a question.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I am just wondering why we have to extend it a 5-year. I saw it could be cheaper and this and that, but then on the in the one paragraph, it says generally they run 1 to 3 years.
Right now, one of the things that we're looking at is trying to give ourselves some leeway, some latitude by way of the business. The courts are currently working with the state of Michigan to figure out how they're going to move forward with their current case management solution. So there's a number of discussions that have been underway, and so they're continuing to evolve. So right now, we don't have a time frame on when they intend to get that resolved. And then they'd also have to figure out what the transition or the migration would be to move off of the existing system to the new system. So that would take some time.
So do we predict it's going to take 5 years? And also, this is the company that we're using now. Is this a sole source? Is it the only company that could do this on this system that we have right now?
We could look at, there are other service providers out there. We could look at doing that, but that would then require us to then do a move, which would take a lot of effort and time to put into a system that will ultimately get replaced.
Okay, so we think this system is going to be completely replaced within that 5 years, so you're giving yourself a
That is
buffer of
correct.
2 years?
That is correct. That
Okay,
is correct. So depending on working with the state and how long that transition takes,
okay,
that's why we're saying 5.
okay.
If it happens sooner, we have the opportunity, we
We
have.
can get out of this?
We can get out of that, yes.
Okay, that was my question, Sal. Thank you.
Good question. Commissioner Smith Charles.
Thank you. So correct me if I'm wrong, a couple of months ago, there was like a mainframe outage here.
Yes.
And is that a very rare instance?
It's typically rare that we have a mainframe go down, but like any systems, they have a tendency to go down.
Okay. And the term mainframe seems super antiquated.
It is.
Why are we still using it since 2009? And what are you guys waiting on for us to do to expedite this modernization?
Great question. Right now, the county's on the current system. The state of Michigan has a system that they're recommending that Oakland adopt. And so there's some additional capabilities in the system we have. And so they're working with the state to rationalize the requirements. Having said that, from a technology standpoint, and I just provide the infrastructure, I have to work where the application is hosted. So right now, it's that application that they're using, the case management system, is running on the mainframe. And so for me, I don't get to choose where they do the coding, where that application lives. Right? I just provide the underlying infrastructure for that. So it would probably be a great idea if we move off, but if the state of Michigan is recommending a different older system for technology, we would then have to work with the state to kind of drive through that. So it's kind of right now, that's really dictated to us. I would love to get off of the mainframe. It causes us some challenges in our environment that we have to work around, but we'll continue to deliver the services and work through those challenges.
Okay. I guess the only other thing is you've likely been hearing about some desires of better tracking and representation of these court management systems in terms of case files, in case of being able in terms of the flow chart of how a lay person in the community is able to access information through the courts. I am not comfortable or happy that we have residents who cannot seem to draw a line between what they've submitted through the clerk or the court. This is right up your wheelhouse. So I will support this, but do know that now it is obvious to me because it's in this little MacBook that county boards appropriate the money for the budgets of lower level courts, and many judges have their offices and courtrooms in the county building. But for the most part, the two entities are operating separately. So I get it, it's a separate type of thing, but it is our dollars paying for these things. And if I wasn't on this board and I had a matter in our court system that I couldn't get access to proper information, I'd be upset too. And so I just want to make sure within our purview that at the very least, we're able to, as with every piece of code I ever wrote, there's a connector, a node that connects data. And I don't quite understand why it seems to be missing in a lot of these court tools. So Unicom, Computer Tech, Precisely Software, Insight Public, Marsh & McLennan, 5 years. I would like to believe that within that scope of time, hopefully way sooner, that we can be better. It's 2026. So that's what I got.
Thank you, Commissioner. Anybody else? Okay, let's prompt the vote on item 8B.
You have 7 yeas and 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries. Next is item 8C,
We have one more.
exception.
One more
Oh, you-
for the 5-year. This one's gonna be for Marsh & McLennan. It's HR benefits consulting services. So we currently work with them. We have been working with them. They're a key strategic partner for us. They've helped us with our roadmap through 2030. And that's why we'd like to continue on utilizing them. And one of the key projects that they're gonna be working with us on is doing an RFP for medical for the
Wait a
county.
minute, now I'm confused, right? Are we on
Okay, yeah, we
8C?
voted on 8B, which this is a piece of, but we
Right.
didn't realize it.
Okay.
So, what should we do? You wanna
Is
vote again?
8C a piece of B? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Right
No,
now?
no.
Or-
there's one.
Oh, is there something
If you read
else?
the description of 8B, this lady's here to represent Marsh & McLellan Agency LLC.
Oh,
We
okay.
did everybody else.
Oh, okay,
Well, it was in that packet and I spoke to it.
okay. Oh, there's something on B, okay, I gotta go back in here.
So do we wanna revote?
We can revote.
Yes,
Let's revote B and include the,
okay, oh, I see what you're saying, I see it, for approval,
right.
okay. We're including all of those on that one.
What is Marsh doing?
So, and I'm Heather Mason from Human Resources Department. Marsh McLennan, or MMA, is our benefits partner. They've been very strategic in helping us develop our 5-year benefits roadmap to make sure that, number one, we're getting the most bang for our buck as far as the benefits that we provide our employees, making sure that we are providing the best options we can for our employees. And they've been with us during the development of our switch to the full Blues platform from ASR. And in the next 2 years, I believe, our Blue Cross Blue Shield contract will be up for rebidding. And because they have been such a strategic partner with us, we would like to keep them on board through that RFP. And then once we get through that one, then we're more than happy to go out to rebid for their benefits solutions.
Thank you.
So I reset the vote.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and prompt it.
Oh, we're doing it again?
Yep, we're doing
Okay,
it again,
so
just
that's-
to make sure we include everything.
Alright, you have 7 yeas, 0 nays.
Thank you, motion
Thank
carries.
you.
Sorry for the confusion.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Right, yeah, cause I haven't seen C.
Now we're on item 8C, which is the exception to the purchasing policy, single source procurement with collaborative testing services.
Okay.
So this is, you guys want to bring-
Moved by Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner Taylor.
Yeah, so this is a request really for sole source, to utilize, it's a testing facility that, we utilize, and then it also allows this lab will, be able to compare those results against other labs, really for just accuracy, and assurance of the labs that we're submitting.
This is for our crime lab and our DNA lab at the sheriff's office. Obviously, there's a lot of procedures in place where we have to make sure everything's quality, and to reaches our accreditation with the, with our lab.
Okay, DNA, got it. So what is it?
And why is it a single source?
So since our inception of the lab, they're the only ones that provide the accreditation capabilities for all the disciplines that we have. So they're the only one, essentially. There's nobody else to do it.
So they do yearly testing on most of our processes, and then DNA is twice yearly, so it's on a pretty stringent time frame, and they can meet all of our times.
Madam Chair, if I may. So they're testing your equipment, they're certifying your equipment.
And processes, yes, in the forensic lab.
So, and they're the only, are they the only organization in the state of Michigan, Midwest, country?
To my knowledge, they're the only one that can service our area. So I don't know, I don't know how to answer that, cause I'm not sure if there's another one in the world, I don't know, but I know for our area, it's just been pretty consistent. I know the lab, our prior lab director did look at opportunities before, like locally, but there was no one.
They're out of Virginia, okay, thank you.
Must not be many companies, huh?
Anybody with any other questions? Seeing none, let's prompt the vote.
Commissioner Markham?
Yes, mine didn't come up, so I will
You have 7 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome, Alicia. All right, next is the Economic Development and Infrastructure Committee recommendations, item 9A, 28 North Saginaw Brownfield redevelopment plan located in the city of Pontiac.
Angela might wanna move.
Moved by Commissioner Smith Charles, supported by Commissioner Long. Hello.
No, I raised my hand and took my drink.
Software guy?
It's all right, then we have.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Commissioners. I'm Kristen Melping, and with me today is Brad Hanson. We're with the Economic Development Department. Before you today is a brownfield plan for 28 North Saginaw in the city of Pontiac. It's also known as the Oakland Town Center and formerly the Pontiac State Bank Building. So this is right on the corner of Saginaw and Lawrence Street on the southeast side of the block there. It's the large 16-story building within the downtown area. So the brownfield plan qualifies as a housing property under Public Act 381. It was also passed by the Brownfield Redevelopment Authority on February 17th of 2026. And then the Pontiac City Council subsequently passed it on March 3rd of 2026. I'll turn it over to Brad for some additional details.
Thank you, Kristen. Good morning or afternoon, commissioners officially, I guess. The redevelopment is, as Kristen said, it qualifies as a housing TIF, but it is a true mixed-use development. The first 3 floors are gonna be commercial in office, and the remaining floors will be residential. The residential component is 114 for rent apartments, with 70 of those units being set aside for 120% AMI or below. Through the community benefits agreement with the city of Pontiac, 20% of those 70 units at 120% AMI or below are gonna be set aside at 80% AMI, or 14 units. So 14 units are gonna be set at 80% AMI or for a 30-year term limit. or the same amount of, is it TIP 30-year payback period. The overall investment is $12 million. The TIP eligible activities is $6.6 million, again, over a 30-year TIP payback period. As I mentioned, there is a community benefits agreement also signed with the city of Pontiac. So with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Commissioner Powell.
You said how many units again gonna be, affordable?
Sure. So 70% or 70 units are gonna be set aside at 100% AMI, which is the benchmark for the Brownfield Housing TIP program. But on top of that, 20% of those units are gonna be set aside at 80% AMI.
Okay.
So 70 units of the 114 overall units.
Well, I'm excited that we are participating with this development project. I will share with my colleagues that until the county even suggested, or I think we actually voted to move on the Pontiac project, the owner of this building, banks would not touch him. They would not touch him, they wouldn't do nothing. Prior developers would get no traction, no support, anything. So I will say that we are helping with the downtown conversion and development. But I just wanted to share that with you all. So I'm just excited that we're moving further with it, and it is bringing more housing to our community, especially in the downtown area. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Powell. Anyone else?
I mean, that did come up in the question from Commissioner Johnson this morning, and Brad didn't want to speak out of turn as far as like if our work in Pontiac is spurring
Absolutely.
development. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it is.
I would hope so.
Okay.
We ain't got no choice. Speed's gonna be mad. Okay, sorry.
If anybody else, if not, let's count the vote.
Did mine go through? I jumped pretty quickly. That's yes.
You voted, but
I voted, but it kind of popped off.
yeah, it went really fast.
Hit the button, e-vote.
I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Commissioner Smith-Charles?
Okay.
I didn't get yours either.
Say what?
I'm a yes and mine didn't. I hit it,
I
but.
did get yours. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, did yours
You have
popped off?
78
It
zeros.
went really
Okay,
fast.
motion carries. Really excited about seeing that building
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah, the state
alive
one.
and vibrant. It's just the coolest building
Yeah,
besides Webster School. Very
I
cool.
know, I saw your picture.
a lot of architects. It's really cool.
It's very cool.
Bye.
All right, next we have, let's see, I guess.
We are.
9B.
9B, right. Amendment 2 with the BLB Enterprises LLC at 300 South Street, Brandon Township, Michigan, for the Sheriff's Office Training Center lease.
I'll move it.
Moved by Commissioner Smith-Charles, supported by Commissioner Powell.
Commissioners.
Good morning, or afternoon.
I know.
Floor is yours.
So this is an amendment to the lease. The lease out at the Brandon Training Center was back in 2021 and was 5 years. Sheriff's Office has been using that for all this time as a training center. And it's kind of become a regional thing. That lease ends, so we need to add 2 years to this. We're adding 2 years to the lease as an amendment. We're adding, the landlord had actually told me that he's been operating it at a loss. So the rent is going up and, but we're also looking at what they were paying, which was $1.80 a square foot, kind of under market, to what would now be $4.50 a square foot. So we're okay with that price, because it's also gonna be temporary, 2 years. And if we need to, we'll be able to terminate within 60 days for any reason. So if they want to move out early. Sheriff's Office has that facility, and they did a lot of their own build out. They have a lot of sweat equity into it. And So we pretty much need to renew this as an amendment to the lease.
Okay, Commissioner Spiz.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Being straightforward, I don't like it. I mean, the increase is gigantic.
Yeah.
But I know we don't have an option for a training center because this Board of Commissioners have failed to put plans in place to help develop a training center.
I'm happy you said all. Board, this board.
This board,
Okay, that's for all of us, okay.
yeah, this board. So, but my question is, I mean, a 2-year, going from just adding 2 years to it, what are we doing after that? Do we have a strategy, a plan? Or are we gonna come back to this board and try to reinvigorate the training center topic that has been on in front of this board for over 5 years? Like, what is the longer term plan? I mean, 2 years is good, and I don't like the pricing at all, but I don't think we have a choice at this point, unfortunately, because to pick up and move is gonna cost us more money than just to do this. So what's the plan? Do we have a plan?
I think administration is talking about that. I don't know the details on that, but I know that there's seriously, maybe Gay, you could give some pieces on that, but there's always been a lease versus own question, and I think that would be the next step.
Okay.
Looking for something to own.
I think we went with the 2 years because it was we have to do it
It gives
because it
enough time.
extends, yeah, it extends, or it expires at the end of this month, so obviously we had to take some action because we don't have anywhere to go, otherwise we would have been homeless. So we're hopeful that in that next period of time, we will have a solution that's more centrally located within the county and not at the northern end of the county. And just to note, the price increase also, like, some of our other leases, we pay property taxes separately, and his price has always included property taxes, so it is substantial, but as Paul said, it's probably more market price than it has been, so.
Thank you.
Commissioner Long, followed by Commissioner Smith Charles.
Thank you. So we have this center in Brandon for training, and then do we use OCCs also still, or no?
We don't use OCC, no. OCC uses it for well, I can't say we don't ever use it, but they use, OCC is a basic police academy, so when the school starts, they have basic police officers going through their academy, learning basic kind of training skills. The difference in ours is ours is advanced police training for one. Our building, our school is designed now to house, or to.
After you're already a police officer,
Yeah,
sworn in,
yeah,
yours
yeah.
is, okay, and is this the only facility we use though now? That's, I guess, my question.
Brandon, yes.
Okay.
For training, for police training purposes, yes.
Okay, so somehow I was getting confused with OCC, so that's for the police, when they're going to school, they train there, cause I just remember hearing that
They
all
have
the time.
another one in Kent County, they have one in at Ferris State. There's
Okay.
Basic police academies.
Okay, so this is your only place where we do
Yes,
the
now
training.
I
Okay.
wanna be clear, we partnered with OCC on different things to like, with their Crest Center and things like that.
Okay, so that must be why I'm thinking that we use it for certain things, so,
We do.
right, okay, alright, thank you.
And we did talk about that this as OCC as a potential for the training center because they were really upgrading and we were considering, could we fit in there, and so on, but you're basically saying that's been explored and it doesn't really work for our needs.
Yes, at this time. Now, we'll see. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop talking and collaborating. We deal with OCC all the time. They've been great partners historically with us. So, if things change, we'll certainly run that avenue. OCC is obviously centrally located. There's a lot of real benefits there. I just think for them, and I don't wanna speak for them because they're not here, but for them and for us, it's a big ask for them to help with our needs right now. I think it's a big ask for them.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Smith Charles.
Thank you. Just the two of us were here for EDI earlier, but some of your conversation was discussed at a high level. But I would draw your attention to EDI's agenda, item 15B, perhaps, for what that's worth. And then also it was addressed that you'll note that there's a shortened termination clause to give some flexibility to, the department. So those would be my two comments. So I'll be supporting.
Oh. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, seeing none, let's prompt the vote.
7 yeas and 0 nays.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, item 10, public health and safety recommendations. No, 10A, the interlocal agreement with Oakland Community Health Network for the Burn State Crisis Intervention Program. Moved by Commissioner Powell, supported by Commissioner Taylor. This is the sheriff's office again.
Yeah, so this is an interlocal agreement with OCHN. The funding comes through the State Crisis Intervention Program. And it's to continue our threat assessment activities throughout the county. It continues one full-time sergeant in the sheriff's office and one full-time threat assessment coordinator in the emergency management division. The grant funding goes from May 1st of 2026 through March 31st of 2027. And the total of the grant is $310,096.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or comments on this particular item? Okay, let's prompt the vote.
Seven yeas and 0 nays.
Great, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Next up is item 10B, grant acceptance from the State Court Administrative Office for the FY 2026 Operation Drive Program. Moved by Commissioner Long, supported by Commissioner Erickson Gall.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me here. I'm Alex Black, Court Administrator at 521 District Court. I just wanted to present on the $500,000 that we have been awarded from the State Court Administrator's Office for a new Operation Drive program. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm not sure how much is in the packet about what it is, so I'm just gonna give you a brief overview. You know, we do a lot of specialty courts to help people in very specific ways. We have a lot of cases that come through the district court that are related to driving issues. People who are suspended, whether they're revoked for drunk drivings or maybe they've gotten tickets and they just don't have the money to pay the ticket and then they don't have insurance, and it's just a big circle. So so as I mentioned in the what's that?
Insurance is crazy right now.
It is, it's crazy right now.
It's
And
really
and
bad.
so when people, get tickets, then their insurance goes up, they can't afford the insurance, it's just vicious cycle. So as I mentioned in yesterday's committee, it's really a bipartisan issue. This is for everybody, right? We want people to be insured, licensed properly on the roads with us. We see terrifying things all the time where, people need to go through more classes, whatever it is. So in the Operation Drive program, we're gonna utilize this money to take people who could possibly get their license back in the next 11 months. So if you were to come in, none of you, but if somebody were to come in and they had a ticket, none of you. And you were suspended and you could possibly make your license good in 11 months, we're gonna put you in the program. There'll be a reduction of the charge at the end. And a reduction in the fines and costs, although it's not a great reduction, but it's still, you don't end up with a misdemeanor at the end. And then in the interim, the money from our program will help with rides, buses, Ubers, to make sure that people are being able, still able to work. And then we're gonna give them an attorney that will help negotiate with some of the courts, maybe bring down some of the fines and costs, because what happens is when you don't pay a ticket, you end up with the extra default fee, and then you end up with the late fee, and then your $200 ticket becomes $500, and it becomes really unmanageable. And then when you're overwhelmed, obviously, with all these different tickets, it can get really overwhelming, and you don't see your way out of it. These people will meet with our judge once a month via Zoom to make sure that they're making progress. Okay, did you get your substance abuse evaluation done? Maybe you had a drunk driving and you could get your license back, but you need a substance abuse evaluation. Did you talk to those courts, did you clear up any of your tickets? And the goal is obviously to get them driving legal as soon as possible. If they can do it in 3 months, great, we let them out of the program. If they, if it takes the full 11, it takes the full 11. But this 500,000, all of the money goes back to the participants. We do have, although I'm sorry, there is a part-time position associated with this. Somebody who will be keeping a database so that we can provide you with statistics to show the success of the program. It is a 3-year grant, or 2.5-year grant.
Excellent. Okay, Commissioner Long has a question?
Thank you, and thank you for explaining it. Is this program going to be solely financially supported by this 500,000? I mean, that's what it's gonna cost, that's what the money you're using for this program?
Yeah, and it is for all the 50 seconds, so
Okay.
although I'm presenting for I present as a court administrator for Novi, I present for all.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then is this the first year we have this program, or?
So 52-3 and 52-4, Troy and Rochester both have judges, Polizzi and McGinnis, who had already started doing some cases. It's very difficult, cause it's gonna be a large caseload, right? We have a couple thousand, we figured we had 2,000 just in our court last year that we could have put in this program. So in order to be able to effectively make sure that we have a database and we're getting all the funding that these people need, that's why we went for the grant money. But so 44th District Court in Royal Oak actually started the program, Derek Meineke, Judge Meineke, and has done a great job and shown success rates. So that's why the state was even willing to allocate grant funds for this.
Well, it sounds like a great program, so I'm excited. I just don't remember hearing about it before, that's why I was asking, so thank you.
It affects all of us, obviously.
Yes, thank you, sounds good.
Anybody else? And there's no match from us?
Nope, there's no match from us. So which is awesome. But again, I can provide statistics at, maybe 6 months down the road after we start the implementation, which will probably be once, it's approved, probably start it in about a month. And then 6 months after that, I can get you guys some data and you can see the fruits of your labor.
That'd be good. All right.
Sounds good.
If there's no other questions, let's prompt the vote, please.
Seven yeas and 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you. All right, next is item 10C, the grant acceptance from the State of Michigan Department of State Police for the FY 2025 Emergency Management Performance Program. Moved by Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner Smith-Charles. So who do we have here to tell us about this one? Is there anybody from Emergency Management and Homeland Security?
Homeland Security, they're off, just kidding.
Okay, well, it is a grant,
Just
right?
kidding. No, Yolanda.
It is a grant.
Homeland Security. Not gonna pay.
No, we won't.
Not here.
Does anybody have any questions on this one?
No.
Any match?
No, I 50%, yeah, it's at 50%,
I mean,
right?
I can give a little bit of insight based on, it was brought up and
It says in-kind match.
50%, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's been a grant that we've had for years, so it's not a new grant, it's just.
It's not a new grant,
Not a new
It's the
grant.
54th year.
Oh.
We've had it for a while.
True. Well, seeing that,
Just the number has continued to just go down.
Yes.
let's go ahead
The
and
number
prompt the
goes down.
vote,
Getting
since
less.
nobody's got any questions.
No, we don't.
Saying
The grant.
Security is not
See
getting
what this-
paid.
It's getting out of control.
You have 6 yeas, 1 nay.
Okay.
Completed. Sign-offs are attached.
Okay.
What did she say? Oh, that's different.
Motion carries. Thank you.
I see it.
Okay.
All right, next we have item 10D, grant acceptance from State of Michigan Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs for the 2026 medical marijuana operation and oversight grant. Moved by Commissioner Powell, supported by
Yeah, she's moving it, hurry.
Commissioner Erickson Dahl.
stand.
Well, there's benefit to all of us.
I can't
See, I've been supporting
Yeah.
this since we got this, cause this is about our.
Okay, I see we have Kate Guzman up on the screen here. Welcome.
Just a breakdown of where the money goes.
Thank you, and thank you, Commissioner Powell, for your support. I know you're all familiar with this grant, but just as a reminder, we have been awarded and hope to accept $432,000 this year, which is about $4,000 more than we received last year. We're aiming to purchase 12,000 lock boxes and locking bags, which have been the huge success of this grant. We will be funding part of a health educator's time and really focusing on an advertising campaign in addition to the outreach and the locking bags and boxes.
Get your house.
Okay, Commissioner Powell.
I will share with my colleagues, I am a huge supporter of the lock boxes. I give them out all the time, anytime I can think of, and I'm so excited, and I ain't forgot, I'm sending you an email ASAP, so I'll be the first one to get my load of boxes for my district. And actually, even though I know marijuana is the big push, I've been actually encouraging for gun safety too. Lock it up if you can, if you got something, just put it away, so, thank you.
Thank you.
It's about this big,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, how
it's
big are
metal,
they? Yeah,
and
it
they got
is.
locks or
I mean, I
keys
see
with
you
it.
used to put marijuana, but I'm so naive.
Will we also be getting the magnets? There were magnets.
Yeah, if the magnets are a hit, for sure we can include them in the campaign this year as well.
Okay,
Behind on this one.
Commissioner Gall.
So I was actually meeting with one of our local cannabis companies in Madison Heights this morning, and I was just curious, would it be appropriate to maybe use them as a source of distributing this? They seem as an excellent idea.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's an amazing idea, and we have bounced that idea around pretty recently as a team as well, thinking about more creative strategies. I think the issue is actually we can't purchase enough locking bags and boxes, to be honest. They fly. They're gone. I mean, people are really utilizing these. So I'm not sure we're actively looking for more places to get them out there, to be honest. But I definitely think engaging with the cannabis companies is something that is on our radar.
Great, I'll connect you.
We need to change the law.
What'd she say that she wants to distribute?
Commissioner Powell.
And just to give my colleagues some ideas, so
Yeah.
I do a lot of partnering with a lot of my local electeds, or I have in the past hosted events and of course community attend. So I just kind of give them on a first come first base or partner if, because I know some communities aren't as active as others as far as how can we give them out. And then so for y'all may have a town hall meeting or something to where you could partner with them and get these boxes out. So just to get some suggestions.
Good, thank you. Okay, any other comments or questions? Seeing none, let's prompt the vote.
Learned something new today.
These things is the bomb, y'all.
I'm looking at your vest there.
We went dry on our
I didn't know it was an option.
4 years.
Oh, it was on there, you just had.
I didn't see your vest, I saw it.
I wear mine more often than Lindsay's with,
I know.
it's the same one.
We're always twins.
Yeah, I guess it depends on.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have 7 yeas and 0 nays.
Okay,
Thank you.
motion
Good
carries,
idea.
thank you.
I didn't hear this
Yeah,
idea
bye.
before. It's the first I heard of this
All right.
idea.
Next, we have item 11, Board of Commissioners recommendations. A lot of these are our sponsorships from our different commissioners. As you can see, there's,
Sure. Is there anything that you like?
yeah, I'm gonna recommend that we vote on all of these together unless somebody wants to pull one.
So moved.
Yeah. What's the most expensive one, Gwen?
Right.
Can we
Oh, wait, what was it?
We're gonna combine them.
10,000.
Oh, great.
5,000,
Yes.
10,000.
11?
No.
10,000 is the largest dollar amount.
10,000 is the largest, that's what I like to know.
Let me
And
guess,
they're-
for kites. No, I'm kidding.
No, they gotta put bigger
No kite one.
sponsorship
There's
on
the
the kite one.
Clausen Parade one, is that the one?
Okay, that's 10. I just like to see the matches, kind of.
Right.
I think we got two of them on
Remind,
for 10.
5, okay.
The rest were 5.
Okay, I'm
Five
good
or
putting them all
25.
together, I'm
Right.
good.
So
Again,
can I just say something, so for the record, I did have the three that I'm responsible for, I do have speakers here, but I just wanted to let the speakers know that actually this is gonna be easier than what you guys are expecting. We're planning to just vote all the sponsorships that's listed, which is including the 3 that you are are here for. We're gonna vote to accept them all, so y'all may not even have to talk, but just stay still for a minute. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, anybody else have any comments or questions? Commissioner Erickson Gall.
I was just gonna say that two of the people from the Madison Heights Juneteenth are here as well, in person, if anybody has any questions.
Oh, cool.
We did that last year.
You did it last year
This is
too,
like the
right?
third year
Third
that
year,
we've
second or third year?
No, we're good.
And what is really cool that last year, in addition to what we've done in the past, we had some exhibit space that came with our sponsorship, and the health department set up their mobile unit there.
Oh, cool.
Offered services, that was really excellent.
I think this is my opinion, you've all heard me say it before, I think these sponsorships are really good because they help our commissioners be visible within each of their communities. The number one question I ever get as a commissioner is, what does a county commissioner do? And each of these offers the opportunity for us to support our communities in real direct ways and it's all over the summer and it's all good stuff, so.
Very good.
All right, so we're talking about 11A through 11F. And we have a motion from Commissioner Spiz.
Supported.
Crazy.
Okay. And
Just not good enough.
if there's no other comments or questions, let's go ahead and prompt the vote.
As commissioners are voting, I'll just remind everyone in the room that after this vote, they'll go to the full board. Once they're approved, then they do still go through our purchasing and contract process. So for the sponsorships, we'll go through the invoicing process to make sure that we're promoted in the way that we need to be.
And our next board for the individuals online? April 8th.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Night, right?
So even though, so once April 8th hit, the expectation is that you all will proactively start marketing and everything, but that's the last vote that has to take place before you all know y'all got it. Okay, thank you.
Right.
I just was explaining. So, but you all, after April 8th, you all are to follow up with Mr. Keys, and he will tell y'all next steps. Thank you.
We'll follow
Pass
up
the
too,
buck.
though, but yeah,
They're
we
putting the
appreciate
logo on stuff.
Delegate.
No, I'm just telling them, cause I don't need them to call me, they can just call me. Don't waste y'all time, talk to him.
Good.
I just asked for the money.
You have 7 yeas and 0 nays.
All right, all of the special projects passed today, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
being
you.
online and thank you for coming.
Thank
We had
you.
questions.
For being online and
All the
being
commissioners
patient.
come out June 20th.
Yeah, we get an email too. We'll get an
It'll be on
email
our
like
calendar.
also from the calendar. Yep. Thank you.
It's a great
Oh,
festival.
this another, one more thing. No, for y'all.
Thank you.
I have one more
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you for
I just
coming.
wanted to also share, like I had just thought about it. So like when you advocate for these sponsorships, for these people, they have these events. Maybe if y'all set up at their event and y'all give the lock boxes away as, because guess what else? Joanne creates these labels that we can put on there and it helps market us for giving them the boxes. Yeah, so it's a whole.
I do the labels, but it's only 5 boxes.
She offers, so I take the offer of the sticker to put on my box. So however you wanna do it, but those are marketing things for you as well, so thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for all of our agenda items today. Next, we have our second public comment, so I will open that. Please tell us your name, where you come
Hi,
from,
friends.
and.
Hey.
I'm Chris and I'm from Orion,
Isn't that funny?
and we are friends.
Yes, we are.
We are. Thank you for your time, and most of the time, I wanna be friends. I don't wanna be adversarial. I've had lots of conversations with many of you. And thank you, Commissioner Smith Charles, for your email, your invitation here. I was at the Public Health and Safety meeting yesterday as well. Our frustration remains. I'll share a couple updates with you all, but you guys just did some great things today. Thank you. Or put some great things in motion that hope will be approved at your next meeting. And someone made the comment, often people don't know what the Board of Commissioners, what you all do. We get that, and in my community, I bet you a lot of people don't even know we have a supervisor. But what you do is you're the bosses. I hope you know that. You're the bosses of over $1 billion a year. And I will tell you, since yesterday, since I sat in the same chair, you have 12 contracts, and this is the map, and they're represented by 10 of your districts. So 10 of you, So unfortunately, in that chamber and here, this room, unfortunately, it feels like a lot of things have become very political over the years on both sides of the aisle. But this is not a political thing. This is a business thing. And I talked to directly 11 of the 12 contracting partners and texted with the 12th since I sat in this chair yesterday. Township supervisors and mayors. There's 10 supervisors, 2 mayors. While you guys hear a lot from me, the frustration is across the board. So if you represent any of these districts, I encourage you to talk to your supervisors or mayors. We just want information. This morning, so a couple things to be clear. We did receive from Mr. Leffler at 5:33, 3 minutes after my budget meeting started last Monday, this report. We have lots of questions. I sent you all an email with questions. I got one response. Thank you, Commissioner Smith-Charles. There are lots of questions. And then this morning, based on being here yesterday, we submitted 3 FOIA requests. So we didn't want to have to go the FOIA route, but we're going the FOIA route. We will get the information now. Well, now it'll be on the shot clock. Probably should have done this in December or January or certainly February. We didn't. But what we're asking for is the actual cost. You can't charge more for a service than it costs you to provide that service, just like I can't charge in my building department more for permits than it costs us to provide the services to do the inspections and things. And we understand there's administrative costs that attach to that. But what we received aren't the actual cost. They're the direct and allocated costs, not the actual cost. So the FOIA requests are for the actual cost. And in my community, some of you heard this yesterday, the difference in our millage request over the 4 years that we have to ask for a new millage, our millage has expired for police, we're asking for a new millage in August, is up to a $0.5 difference in what we're gonna have to ask our residents. That's a big difference. Now, one of the commissioners, your fellow commissioner, said, just pass the higher millage rate and then just assess what you need to assess each year. And that might work in some communities, but that's not how we roll in Orion. When we pass a tax increase, and I'll be done, Chair Markham. When we pass a tax increase, our police millage and fire millages historically don't always pass because residents wanna make sure that they're paying the exact amount. So that's my request. Now and I'll just tell you all, the media's now reaching out. I'm not looking to make a big story. We're going through FOIA, but I've been asking for this information for months and months and months. And it's not just me, but I'm the vocal one, but thank you all and look forward to seeing the FOIA responses.
Thank you. Is there anybody else to make a public comment today?
Hi guys, how you doing? I had all this stuff I was gonna talk about. My name's Margaret, I'm with Oakland Township. I think I found, I've made some travels down the road by listening to the meetings for the last 2 days, 4 meetings. I come to every one. I average about 10 to 15 pages a note per meeting. So this is the big part I wanna talk about. It's procurement. It's the procurement office that has the focal point of the operating system, the management system, the court system. That's the way the state courts have influence over Oakland County. That's how the judiciary has influence and they're able to do anything they want. Why can I say that? Because when Mr. Logan, Blocky Logan, sat up here and answered questions and say, hey, the reason why we're not doing a 1 to 3 year operation system, because it's gonna take 5 years. In the hallway, Kim and the new procurement officer, was it Michelle Williams? They were laughing, saying, yeah, the state of Michigan never does anything on time. We don't know when we're gonna get a new system. Oakland County has a very good system. It's to the mark. And they know that the antiquated system that the state uses cannot merge with Oakland counties. That's the issue. Nobody asked about all the procurement or the contracts that were given here. But I will tell you this, I don't know if you guys heard it, but one thing that he said is that procurement was dictated by the courts on what systems to use. They use Zoom, they use all the information system. What is the other thing? They're the biggest consumers of your operating system. That was what he said. In the hallway, when I sat there in the hallway and listened, I hit every target bullet point of their speech up here. I did, because I heard it. Now, you guys are the leaders. You guys have to find out, and I'm kind of interested in why Aaron Wagner left. I mean, maybe he has a good retirement, but the Zoom problem is gonna be big. Nobody's done anything about it. The House of Records is the definition of a court, House of Records. Why doesn't the state court administrator make any record, file, or case number for any complaints that are filed? People, if you're told, you're directed, this is part of our protocol, go file a scale complaint. All right, I did it twice. How do they investigate something that doesn't have a case file or record number? Is it on my court case? No. But you have your corporate attorney saying, oh, your case is closed. Really? What case number is that? You guys are getting hoodwinked. And you guys are the leadership of the comment. You guys sat here with procurement. After I spoke in public comment, did you see how every one of them's faces deflated? They're like, oh my gosh. And Mr. Logan was on his texting going, what the heck? I'm telling you guys, there's an issue here. And it's the courts. They're doing whatever they want, when they want, protecting power. When a judge goes into Zoom hearing records 5 times, 4 times after an investigation, that's a huge problem. Nobody's done anything about it. Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Got some work to do.
Okay.
All right.
Is there any other business to come before this group today? Seeing none, I will call the Finance Committee adjourned.
Thank you.
Meeting